A winter filled with snowmobiling is a fun way to get outdoors during the long winter months. But your snowmobile can take a beating. If you take proper care of your snowmobile, it can give you years of good sledding. If your snowmobile has been in storage all fall, it's not a good idea to hop on and ride as soon as the snow hits the trail. While it may appear like everything is in good working order, a pre-season tune-up before you head out onto the trails can save you some major pains down the road. Cold weather is tough on the ignition system, especially when the engine is regularly exposed to severe temperatures and lows. For consistent reliability in any weather or condition, it is recommended to regularly replace the spark plugs and have spare plugs on board when traveling on some of the more remote trails. When deposits build up or general engine wear expands the space at the top of the piston head, you can get an ignition lag and less responsive engine. To keep your snowmobile in top running condition, it is recommended to replace your spark plugs on regular schedule, typically before the season starts. For moderate use, generally one set of spark plugs per season is adequate. But if you're riding hard, racing, or very frequently, be prepared to replace your spark plugs more often. Always consult the owner's manual for the exact specifications and service intervals for your application. New spark plugs keep your engine running smoothly, aid in cold engine startups, and give you a better ride over a longer time. Most snowmobilers can usually change spark plugs on an older model relatively easily and without a lot of time involved. But a spark plug replacement on some newer sleds is a bit more challenging, as the spark plugs are usually located behind body panels and require the removal of various components to gain access to them. The best place to start is with your owner's manual, which should provide instructions explaining what will need to be done at the start of each season and how to service the spark plugs. When it comes to maintenance, your owner's manual is your best resource. Before you replace your spark plugs, you'll need to let it idle outside for approximately 15 minutes to get the fogging oil burned off that was used when you stored your sled after last winter's ride. Occasionally rev the throttle to raise the engine RPMs. After the engine has cooled, remove the spark plugs and replace them with new ones. When installing new spark plugs, make sure you use the correct installation torque that the manufacturer specifies for your snowmobile. It's also important to check the ignition caps and ignition wires to verify they are in good condition. Age and moisture increase resistance that can cause ignition misfires if not addressed before hitting the trail. Taking the time to inspect, maintain, and perform recommended service procedures before the snow flies will ensure that your sled is ready to hit the trail when it does.